It's Passhon, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
He wanna shoot the club. He wanna shoot the club. I tell him keep it in. I tell him.
All right, we got Passhon jumping off the porch with us today.
Yes, Passhon in the building. It's Get Money Broad season.
For sure, for sure, for sure. How you feeling today, sir?
I feel good. How you feel?
I feel real good, you know what I mean? It's a pleasure to have you on the porch with us today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
That's
It's
real.
been a long time coming.
But we here now.
We here.
For sure, for sure. So how does it feel to be here all the way from Gary, Indiana?
It felt awesome. It's so dope. I'm from Gary, Indiana, home of Michael Jackson. I'm the baddest thing since Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And I'm hopping off the porch right now.
Okay, you feeling it.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to go to other cities and visit other cities off your craft?
It's dope because I get to bring, something different to the table, and share my craft and my gift with everybody else. So
That's real. How does it feel to let people know that Passhon's finally here?
look, it feel dope. It feel dope.
Nah, for real. So tell me from the beginning, right? What was it like being born in Milwaukee?
Honestly, I don't remember. I really don't remember. Like, I was born in Milwaukee. I think I moved to LA when I was like 1, and then to Gary, Indiana when I was like 2 or 3.
Oh,
so
so
I
you-
really don't
yeah.
remember any of that.
Oh, you know it's Gary for real.
Yeah,
That's real.
yeah.
Why did you move around so much as a young?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, obviously my parents wasn't stable. They were still trying to figure shit out. Yeah, we moved around a lot, but Gary raised me.
That's real. So what about Gary, Indiana would you say makes it culture-wise? How would you describe the culture? How would you describe the people of Gary?
Ooh, hood as fuck. It's hood. It's we definitely grew up in. It's a poverty-stricken city for sure. You gotta have some type of hustle about yourself to become somebody coming from there. So I'm the blueprint.
That's real. So what was your childhood like coming up in Gary?
So my childhood, both of my parents were on drugs. I've been doing music since I was like 13. So I really use music as my outlet to talk about my life and things like that. So, yeah.
What type of effect would you say that had on you having 2 parents that were on drugs?
Well, it definitely made me not ever want to try drugs. That's for sure. But it also made me want to be a better parent for my children.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
How did you take all that frustration and anger and shit and turn it into who you are now?
I just put it into my music because I know so many more people can relate to it. I wasn't the only one whose parents were on drugs when I was younger.
Facts.
The majority of my friends' parents were on drugs too, and our parents were friends and they were doing drugs together. So it's like,
Wow.
I knew that I wasn't the only one, but I knew that I could be the voice and let people know that, this doesn't define you.
Right.
You could still, be somebody, be successful. We didn't have things handed down to us and stuff like that. Like, get out, work hard. What you went through or how you grew up doesn't define who you are. It's up to you.
That's
So,
real.
Yeah.
So at what point would you say you decided to jump off the porch?
I would say probably when I moved here to Atlanta. That's when I really was like, okay, I'm doing this. Like, I need to give it my all and see where it goes. I never set a goal that I haven't completed to this day, like, so it was a challenge to me. It was a time of me trying to prove a point to myself that I can do whatever I set my mind to and I could become whoever it is that I want to be. So it's been a dope experience. I love Atlanta.
That's real. The city's real welcoming. I know you love it.
It is, for real. Like, I tell people all the time, like, it's crazy. It's something that you really have to be here to experience and to know what we really mean when we saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Atlanta don't play about Black-owned businesses. Atlanta, just a lot of stuff Atlanta don't play about, and it's just so dope. Because it contributes to the success of so many people, you know? I opened my restaurant here, and the support has just been like overwhelming. Like, it's crazy. Like, people don't play about Black people here in Atlanta.
No, that's for sure. That's
for real.
So what would you say is the biggest life lesson you've learned so far?
The biggest life lesson, I don't know. I guess I would say, don't let nobody discourage you. That you the only person that knows what the possibilities are for you. Yeah, that's really it.
That's real. No, that's real. What would you say drew you into music, and what made you say, I can really create music?
Yeah. So I actually started off writing poetry, and I had some homeboys from the neighborhood that used to do music, and they were pretty big in the neighborhood, and they would come to my house like after school, and I would be writing poems in my notebook or whatever. And I always used to joke with them, like, I'm writing a rap, like, it's gonna be harder than y'all, you know, stuff like that. So one day they was like, all right, you said you'd be writing raps, like, let's go to the studio. So I'm like, wait, I was just playing, like, that's the poem, like, oh, calm down. But so they end up convincing me to go to the studio that day. And I didn't really understand, like, how the bars worked, like how to format it, how to write music. But so one of the guys, he wrote my first rap, and then once I figured it out and figured out how to do it, like, I've been a beast ever since.
That's real.
So that's what really got me into it, starting off with poetry, and
That's
then yeah, just trying to grow my craft since then, you know.
That's real. So now that you've developed a little skill with yourself, how would you explain your creative process?
My creative process is, I'm a visual person. So when I hear a beat, if I can't imagine how the video would be, I don't want it. Like, I should be able to, like, it should come to life in my mind as soon as I hear the beat. So most of the time I visualize the video as soon as I hear the beat, and then I write according to how I visualize that video.
That's what's up.
It's a little different, but
But it gets you there.
yeah.
Who would you list as some of your musical influences?
Ooh, definitely Jadakiss, Cassidy, Benny Siegel. As far as right now,
You like
I
real
love,
hard life rap.
yeah, I like bars. I like, you know, that up north type shit. But I listen to Lil Baby right now. I definitely listen to Dolph, R.I.P. to him. But yeah, those are the people that's on my playlist right now. Like, that's it.
That's what's going. When would you say you decided to take it serious full time?
Well, so we all kind of believe in our mind that we taking it serious from jump, right? Until you really see what taking it serious entails. So I thought that I was taking it serious from the beginning. But I guess I really started taking it serious maybe like 3 years ago. And that's only because I really began to invest in my music career and not just recording stuff and just putting shit out and, you know, letting everybody in the neighborhood hear it, or, you know, flyers and t-shirts and all of that. Like, I really started digging deeper into the business side of it.
What made you say, all right, it's time now, versus when you first initially started?
So once again, I most definitely thought it was time then. I definitely thought it was time then, but in reality, I wasn't ready. So much stuff that I needed to understand, so much growth that I needed, even just as it pertains to my writing skills, to my delivery, performing, everything like that. Like, I wasn't ready. So did a lot of stuff to really get to that level. Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
What made you decide on the name Passhon?
So when I went to my first studio session, when the engineer got ready to save the song, you know how they save it under everybody's rap names and such featuring whatever. And he was like, "Okay, what's your rap name?" And I was like, "I don't have one." And so it was like, "What? Like, you can't be a rapper without a rap name." So we grabbed a dictionary, and I just looked through the dictionary till I saw something that I felt like fit me, and I saw passion, and I was like, you know, I like to display my emotion in different ways. So I felt like passion would be dope. So I spelled it a different way, and I've been Passhon ever since. Well, I was Lady Passhon, and then I dropped the lady, and then I just go by Passhon now.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel like brings the best out of you in your music?
What brings the best out of me in my music? I would say probably just when I speak on things that I've experienced, things that I've overcame, it really empowers me to, you know, realize how far I've came and to keep going. So.
Why do you feel it's important for you as a woman to rap about women empowerment?
Oh, it's super important because for one, we don't have a lot of people doing that. For two, it's just like music is in a crazy state right now, you know? It's powerful. And if you're gonna put out music, you gotta have some stuff that, you know, really uplifts people and empowers them and shows them a way to some type of, you know, positivity. Because we don't have it. And everybody looking up to music to guide them nowadays, you know what I'm saying? So I'm all for the women, I'm all for get money brides, all for, you know, people just manifesting their life and doing whatever their heart desire, you know, because you could do it. Like,
sure.
I did it, you could do it too.
No, that's real. And it seemed like as of lately, everybody's been shedding light on how women are just taking all the chances and all the advantages.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever like lane is open for y'all, is light being shed on that. And not only that, it's real raw talent coming out of it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being a part of this new female rap renaissance?
It's dope. It's dope because I can remember when they were looking at female rappers, like, no, nobody wants to hear a female rapper. Like, and now it's like everybody's looking for a female rapper. Everybody wants to hear the next female rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, the time has come.
No, that's real. That's real.
For real.
You also went crazy on your freestyle with Famous Animal.
Oh yeah, that was
Talk
dope.
about that, yeah.
That was so dope. It's crazy because I listen back to that like almost daily. I listen back to that and just try to figure out like where my mind was when I did that. I'll be like, I listen back and be like, this shit's so dope. Like, man, it's crazy. It geeked me up every time because I'll be like, you too dope. Like, you too dope. Keep going. Like, let's go. Like,
That's real.
But yeah, I got a lot of Tennessee fans from that. So it's pretty dope. It's really, really dope.
No, that's real. Talk about going back to your hometown recently for a show.
Yeah, that was so dope. It was so dope. First of all, I got to mention that this was my first booked show. And for it to be in my hometown, like, it's just so dope. So dope. Everybody showed up, showed out. Like, It was amazing. It was really amazing.
How did it make you feel to know that you were receiving love in the place you're from?
Yeah, it was dope because a lot of times, you know, people from your hometown don't really support. It takes you to become a huge superstar before your hometown really accepts it and be like, okay, I guess. But the fact that they show so much love and support, it's just dope. Like, it's so dope to me. And I appreciate that forever.
That's real. What's your current thoughts on the rap game?
I don't really have any because I'll just be focused on me. I'll be focused on me and getting to where I need to be. So I don't know. Like, I really don't even listen to a lot of music. I only listen to Lil Baby and Dolph. Like, I don't even know really what's going on in the music industry as far as artists are concerned nowadays, unless it's like something that's posted on a blog or something that I might see. But so I don't know. I'm focused on myself, and that's it.
That's real. No, that's too real. Do you feel like it's hard to make it out of Gary?
Definitely. You got to have a different mindset. You got to really want more. So many people are tricking themselves into believing that they want more or believing that they're trying hard, you know? And so they're comfortable. And they're really not trying hard, and they're not doing everything they could possibly do to get to that next level. For me, it took to move out of the city to see what everybody else is doing and how easy it is, sort of, you know, to really get yourself out there more as opposed to sitting in a poverty-stricken city where nobody really purchases music or do anything, and you're trying to make it there. Sometimes you got to move out of your home place or wherever, you know what I'm saying, to expand and to get a fan base and to network and, you know what I mean, to be in different rooms. So yeah, I just want people to just think outside the box and do whatever it is that you feel like it's going to take for you to get there. But you definitely can't get there by tricking yourself to believing you trying your hardest. And I did all I could do, you know. I put out 20 mixtapes in 6 months. Like, that ain't, like, that is so much more to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
No, that's real. How hard is it for you to be a single mother?
I got this shit in the bag now. Okay. No, but it was hard initially. But it became a way of life now, I guess. I'm used to it. But as far as like not having that father figure in my daughter's life, it's a little frustrating because I wonder what kind of impact it may have on them. You know what I'm saying? My father wasn't in my life. And so I set, you know, a goal to make sure that my kids were raised in a 2-parent household and that we were the best parents possible, you know? But then their father went to prison, and it was like, damn, his father had died when he was young. My father was on drugs and wasn't in my life, so it's like we had planned to make sure that our kids grew up a different way, and it didn't work out like that. So I guess that's the hardest part, just knowing that it could possibly have some type of negative effect on them. But other than that, like, we good, you know.
That's real.
We good.
What would you say is the biggest sacrifice you had to make for you to become successful?
So I would say the biggest sacrifice I had to make to become successful is, so when I moved here to Atlanta, I had been here for years. I was comfortable. I had became an accountant, and I was still doing my music, and started a couple Like I started a online boutique, a lipstick line, stuff like that. So like I was comfortable, right? But I wanted to be able to take my music career to the next level. And so I was like, I need to open this restaurant. Like, and in order to do that, I have to downsize and to like really cut back on everything to be able to afford this build out or this everything, you know? So the hardest thing I ever did, or the biggest sacrifice I would say right now, is moving to Panola Road. Moving to
Don't
Panola
do the east side
Road.
like that, man.
No, shout out to Atlanta, but that was like, it was devastating for me, okay?
Hold on.
It was devastating. No, shout out to everybody for real, but for me, it was a little devastating. Like if I was by myself, it would have been good, you know, because I'm from Gary, Indiana, shit. But just knowing like where I came, like how far I came from Gary, Indiana, like, you know, financially and everything, like how far I came to have to go back. Like I could have took my ass back to Gary. That's how I felt. And if it was me by myself, it wouldn't have really been a big deal. But I had 2 little girls with me. And so I was like, damn, do I want them to experience this? Gunshots every night. And I moved them from Gary to get out of this. But it was a sacrifice that I had to make to be able to open my restaurant. Like it's the only way I could save money and get to where we need to be. And I did it. We was there for like 6-7 months. And I made my first $1 million shortly after that. So it was definitely worth it.
That's real.
You know, but that's gonna sound crazy. I'm like, Panola, you got a problem with Panola Road?
Oh yeah, them east siders finna be on you, boy. Be ready for that.
No, shout out to Panola Road. Calm down, Panola Road. Y'all got the best food though.
Speaking of gunshots every night, let's talk about your latest single, Shoot the Club Up.
Hey, Shoot the Club Up. So, yeah, that's my new single. It's been going crazy. It's on the radio. It's just been doing really, really good. And shout out to DJ Looney Tunes. He produced that record. And everybody can look at the video. It's on YouTube. Yeah, it's a whole movement. Shoot the club up. Hashtag STCU. It's a whole movement out here.
For sure. So what does it mean to shoot the club up?
So shoot the club up means to keep it in and don't pull out. Don't pull out.
I wonder what that studio session was like, boy. So what was going
dope.
through your head creating that record? Like, yeah, I want to know the whole shebang.
So I kind of tried to play it safe a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. I tried to play it a little bit safe, and then Looney Tunes was like, no, like you gotta go all the way. Like, you gotta go all the way with this. Like, talk your shit. You gotta talk nasty. You gotta do this, because I'm a lyricist. So this was different for me. Like, I like to rap. But it was so fun, and I'm glad I did it, because it's dope.
No, for sure.
You know how sometimes they say, sometimes it's the record that you least expect, you know, that'll take you to different levels. And this was definitely one of them times, because I'm like, no, everybody needs to hear me having bars, like all of this. And it's like, no, sometimes it's something different.
No, that's real. So let's talk about your previous EP, Get Money Broad Season. Mm-hmm. What was the inspiration behind that project?
So I was really just at a pivotal moment, like in my career, and I just wanted to take it to a different level. And I was at a different place too. So it was time for me to pop my shit, you know, on how far I've came and all of that. Like, it was just time for me to pop my shit. And I'm like, all right, that's for the Get Money Broad. Everybody who, you know, gonna figure out a way to get to what they want and can't be stopped. So yeah, that was the inspiration behind Get Money Broad Season, like a whole movement of just women that go get it,
Real spill.
You know?
So when can we expect the 2023 project?
Hey, it's coming soon. I got a mixtape releasing soon. I got a collaboration project that's releasing soon. You guys got to make sure you tuned in to all of my social media to figure out who it's with. And a lot of visuals dropping real soon. It's Get Money Broad season, so we got big shit, whole lot of shit popping, you know. Everybody just got to stay tuned.
Real spill. What's some of the goals you got set for yourself 2023?
2023, I want to become one of the biggest brands as far as my restaurant is concerned. State to state, I plan on expanding. As far as music, I'm just really planning to really just be up there with all the greats and really show the whole industry. You know, people are finding out about me and learning about me slowly. But yeah, before the end of the year, like everybody gonna know. Everybody gonna be in tune with Get Money Broad season, with the Get Money Broads, with Passhon, and it's just up.
Real spill. And what can we find your restaurant?
Hey, it's a Loaded Potato Bar. So it's at 4338 Paces Ferry Road. It's in Atlanta. Yeah, hip hop themed restaurant. Y'all pull up. We got everything hip hop themed. Make sure y'all try the Passhon, of course. Got the Biggie, the Pac, Outkast, Dolph, everything.
Oh, that's real. That's a real spill. Any last words and shout outs?
Hey, make sure y'all follow me. Make sure y'all tuned in. Make sure y'all subscribe to everything. Make sure y'all stream, shoot the club up, add it to your playlist, share it with your friend, your neighbor, your neighbor's neighbor, your cousin, baby daddy, who you don't like. Everybody.
Real spill. Passhon, we appreciate having you on the porch with us today.
It's been a pleasure.
Real spill.
We wanna shoot the club. We wanna shoot the